This is your number one harness racing selection show that's proudly brought to you by Gallop TV. Of course, as usual, we're going to be taking you through the race meeting that takes place in Western Australia in Perth at Gloucester Park on Friday, the 28th of June. As usual, I'm joined by trainer-driver Aldo Cordapasi. He's on the line all the way from Western Australia in Perth, and he's going to take us through his selections and previews. Good day, Aldo. How are you doing?
Going very well, thanks, Devon. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing very well, thanks. How's the weather back in Perth? I must ask because we are covering the Northern Flat meeting, and I saw on screen that there was a lightning delay. So I'm just assuming that the weather isn't good at this stage.
No, we've had some storms roll through, and yeah, hopefully they can get their meeting done and dusted before the storms hit again later this afternoon. But Northam's not renowned for holding water very well, so hopefully that they can get their meeting done and finished before the weather hits.
And otherwise, all good on your end, all good on the farm, and how are the horses doing?
All well on my end, and yeah, horses are doing well, farm's doing well. We're just enjoying life at the moment, so it's good.
Good stuff, good stuff. Let's get straight into the selections. Aldo has got a best bet as well as a jackpot lined up for us. And we'll start with the best bet because that comes up in race number 1. And it is number 1. What are the odds for Ryan Bell and Aiden De Campo, who gets the drive? This one's got the plum draw, Aldo.
Yeah, very nice horse. Good. Got the perfect draw. Speed, very tough. And I think he should be winning. We're a bit unlucky last week. Osaka just run a race of a lifetime to beat us in our best bet, but I think one of the odds can make up for it this week.
There we go. Plenty of confidence coming through there for number 1. What are the odds in race number 1, which is the best bet? And hopefully this could arrive for us in fine style. Moving on to the jackpot, which kicks off in race number 5. Of course, the jackpot closes at 12.26, and Aldo has got 4 selections in the first leg of the jackpot. He's gone with numbers 2, 1, 10, and 3. We'll start with the number 2, Aldo, Soho Seraphine.
Yeah, basically just gone for the horses drawn. They're going to sit on speed in this race. Very even race. Soho Supreme should benefit a lot from the run last week. Wall Street Girl, I think will lead early, then probably take the trail. But I think Monty Steps could run the gate as well. So I just think these 4 horses will be sitting first 4 in the run, and they're going to be the ones to beat. They're just 4 very nice horses, all drawn very close to each other. And if they happen to have a bit of a battle, Little Darling's going to be sitting just off them, and she can really kick home strong too. So I think all 4 of these are quite good value. I don't think there's only either one of them is going to be a short price favourite, and it's going to give the punters a bit of value.
There we go. Plenty of value coming through with the selections in the first leg of the jackpot. Possibly take some swingers, exactors, as well as trifectas. Moving on to the second leg of the jackpot, I'll give you the numbers in numerical order that Aldo has selected for us. Numbers 2, 3, and 6. We'll start with number 2, Aldo, Eaton Rock for Nathan Turvey.
Yeah, look, he's going okay, this horse. You know, he's probably just going to be sitting just on the speed, and it's going to give himself he's a nice little sit and kick horse. Me Flash has probably got a bit of gate speed. I want to try and hold up early and probably try and control the race. You know, you got Captain Blythe. Did I put him in my selections at number 4? I think he's a horse that, you know, could play a bit of a part in this race also, as well as Major Freeway, who's a very nice up-and-coming horse out of a very strong stable, and Barry Howlett's. But very even race. It's very hard to pick a horse over everything else. Chasing Hill's a horse that will come out probably off the gate. Very big, hard-pulling horse and loves this to run. So I think there'll be some genuine speed in this race, and that's why I sort of thought maybe Eaton Rock sitting just off the speed. Bit of value, could kick home very very strong. Major freeway is going to be thereabouts as well. So, it's a very even race, very hard to pick horses over each other.
Not an easy race there, according to Aldo, and I really like the way that Eton Rock can finish, so could represent some value there that does form part of the jackpot, numbers 2, 3 and 6. And if you want to play a little bit wider, you heard from Aldo there, you can throw in a horse like number 4, Captain Bligh, as well as number 9, Chasing Hill, just to take some cover, so do take note of that. Moving on to the second last leg of the jackpot, the penultimate leg. And those selections are going to come up on screen there. We've gone with numbers 1, 2 and 6 in the penultimate leg. Let's start with number 1. That's Montana DJ, the New Zealand bred.
Yeah, I just think Montana DJ looks like the likely leader. State of Heaven will drop straight to his back, and a Little Happy Fellow will probably be sitting about 3 or 4 the fence. But I think Montana DJ, there's no horse in this race that's probably got the staying power to sit outside him and annoy him. I think he's going to get a very easy trip in this race and probably be too fast for them in the end. But if they do happen to have a bit of something, has a go at him and tries to soften him up a bit, State of Heaven's going to be sitting right on his back, and he can sprint very quickly, same as Little Happy Fellow. They're both very quick horses. So I just think the one horse, Montana DJ, is just going to get too soft a trip and not get annoyed and be left alone in front and just run his own race.
Well, there you heard it from Aldo. Plenty of confidence coming through for number 1, Montana DJ. That's for trainer Michael Young. And if you want to go light in this leg of the jackpot and take a chance, although we've suggested 3 numbers, you can possibly banker number 1 because there is plenty of confidence coming through. Aldo, I printed the fields quite early. I see there isn't a driver declared. Have you got an updated driver on your side?
On which horse, sorry?
That is Montana DJ.
Gary Hall Jr. will be driving him.
Okay, there we go. That's Gary Hall Jr. aboard number 1, Montana DJ. So take note that on the fields online it wasn't updated, but we've got confirmation of the driver booking now. Moving on to the last leg of the jackpot, which is race number 8. Aldo has gone with numbers 2, 3 and 1. We'll start in numerical order, Aldo, with number 1, Walsh.
Yeah, look, Walsh will be sitting leaders back, can sprint very strongly, and, he's not probably the best horse in this race, but he's just going to get the right trip. He'll be a bit of value, and he'll be thereabouts. He'll be filling the top 3 off the soft trip. Can be very dangerous doing that, but I think Chilling's going to probably just roll to the front. Got a lot of gate speed, and once again, this is a very hard race. It's just so even, this whole field, and I've just sort of gone for the horses that'll be sitting on the speed and major overs. He's got a bit of gate speed. He can come out. Has had a tendency to fire up in the past, and that's why sort of that could bring Walsh into the race. But I don't think Chilling will be sort of sitting and waiting for him to stare him down. I think it'll be giving him something to chase the whole way. But I think that's your trifecta there, those 3. They look very well placed and very well drawn in this race.
Well, there you heard it from Aldo. That could be the trifecta, numbers 1, 2 and 3 in numerical order, with the first selection being number 2, Chillin. Hopefully you can take some swingers and exactors there, and you could expect some healthy dividends, because if I look at number 1, Walsh, for Craig Abercrombie and Madison Brown, who's drawn 1, the anti-post market is trading at around about $10, so you could get plenty of value on the tote. I'm just going to recap those numbers for you very quickly, and that slide is going to come up on screen any moment now. First leg 2, 1, 10 and 3. Second leg 2, 6, 3. Third leg 1, 2 and 6. And the fourth leg 2, 3 and 1. It's going to cost you 108 Rand. Don't forget, the best bet is at the bottom. It comes up in race number 1, and it is number 1. What are the odds for Ryan Bell and Aiden DeCampo, who gets the drive from Barrier Gate 1? Aldo has been in top form recently. Hopefully we could land the jackpot and the best bet, Aldo.
Yeah, fingers crossed. We've been pretty close the last few weeks. So, yeah, I think our best bet should get the money this week. Like I said earlier, Lasaka just run the race of a lifetime to beat our best bet last week, Max Better. But, yeah, the jackpot, We'll go fairly close, and I think it'll pay very well if we do get a few of these roughies happen to get the right runs and stick their nose out when it counts. So, yeah, hopefully we can get a good return for the punters over in South Africa.
Yeah, hopefully we can expect some good returns there. Aldo, as always, thank you very much for your time and contribution. The punters are absolutely loving it.
No, my pleasure, and good punting, everyone, and hopefully we can get a good return for you guys.
Thanks very much to trainer-driver Aldo Kodapasi for providing us with that insight on the Gloucester Park race meeting. From myself, Devon Governor, if you're playing this jackpot and following the best bet, all the best to you come this Friday at Gloucester Park.